Okay, this one is asking me to sketch a graph of an absolute value function. I know it's going to be a V shape. So the easiest way to do this is to probably locate the vertex first. So I've rewritten my equation on the right hand side over here. And if you remember, on the inside of the absolute value, if you add something or subtract something from x, that results in a left-right shift from the origin for the vertex. In this case, since it's -1, it shifts just the opposite of what you might think. The vertex is going to actually be 1 unit to the right of the origin, so +1. Now, if there had been a coefficient on the x, we would have to divide by that to find out what the shift would be left and right. On the outside is the shift that shifts it up or down from the origin. And in this case, it is the direction you would suspect. If you're subtracting 1, that means a shift of -1. So we know that the vertex is going to be at 1, -1. If we had added something to the outside, that would mean that the shift would be going up. And of course, if there's nothing being added or subtracted, then the vertex would have a 0 in that y position. Next thing I did was make a table of values, and I put the vertex kind of in the middle, and then I selected x values just below 1 and above 1, because I know what's going to happen when I plug these values in for x. Let me just show you real quickly here. So I took, for example, put a 0 in for x, so -2, plugging in a 0 for x, subtracting 1, taking the absolute value and then subtracting 1. Let's see, on the inside there, then we get the absolute value of -1. Subtract 1, we want to do the multiplication first, but this is -2 times +1, since we're taking the absolute value. That's -2 minus 1 is -3. So that's how I came up with this -3. You'll find that because this is a symmetric figure, that when I plug in the 2, I should also get a -3. I put in a -1, a little stray mark there. I put in a -1 and got -5, and I put in a, let's see, that was a +3 and got -5 also. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go over on the graph, and I'm going to have a hard time showing this. I'm going to try it, but I don't think it'll work because it doesn't work when I'm recording here. But you click on line down here and a little pencil will show up. And the first thing you do is click on the vertex once. And then again, it's not showing up here, but pretend that it does. So when I click on the vertex once, as I move the pen, you'll see a blue line appears. And what you want to do is extend the line all the way down until it goes through the other points. So we're going to want to make sure that we go through, let's see, the vertex is right here. It's going to go through 0, -3, and 1, -5. Oh, there's the line. Okay, I'm going to click. I didn't think that was going to work. Then I'm going to click on line again. I'm going to try this. I'm going to click up here, and it's actually moving that line. Yeah, a little bit hard to show here. And when I click there, it's supposed to show up down below, and then when I click there, it should show up, but it's up there. It is. And then you can always adjust this line too. It's going to take a little bit of time of playing around with this to get it to work just right, but we want to make sure that it goes through the points 3 and -5. Again, part of the problem I'm having is with this recording program, so I'm going to scroll down here and show you what it should look like. There we go.